Stream is live. We're live now, huh? All right. I shared it to mine. It should be live on mine.
Yep, it's live. It's
Yep.
popped up. I'm getting notifications that it's live. So now we got to go share it 1,814 places.
Oh, look at that. Even shows my.
Yeah, it gets all like everybody's gets in there.
Look at Youngblood's got it. Youngblood?
He's attached to mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's attached to mine. So when I go live, I go live on his page also. So 2 Facebook pages and my
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Do you do stuff on his Facebook page?
No.
Oh.
Just the live feeds. We working together, you know what I mean? He's learning the whole background of the stuff that we've been doing. So I'm putting him up on game. You know, you got to go through X amount of live feed hours. So I'm like, but I'll show you how to get this real quick. Let me just attach you to my stream.
Hell yeah. I do like this thing you made though. You got a lot of big sponsors here, man.
On the layout, I'm fortunate. I'm not going to say that I'm not fortunate, and I didn't know that many people stood behind me and supported me. Like I never turn around and see who's there, but there's some really good key people back there that are riding for me, and I love it. I'm blessed.
Hell yeah. What's up? Who's all on? Gillis, Todd, Big Dad, Luis, Lee.
Hey, Lee. It's Lee. Get it right.
It's Lee. I watch her videos every week. She posts on her.
You know how dumb I thought. I watched the video and I was like, nah, I feel like she's speaking to me personally. I've been saying Leah for mad. I was like, oh, I want to mess this up.
That's funny.
What up, folks? Damn, I didn't even have to hear the share button. It's already sharing itself.
Mallory, what's up? Jody. Oh yeah, we're getting loaded up now.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Lee.
What's about to happen? It just seemed good. Shit,
yeah,
you ain't ready for what's about to happen.
I'm not ready, and I've been thinking of ways to I can answer the questions and not destroy the Stat Guy brand. That's pretty much what I've been looking at. I got sponsors too at the bottom. If you see my next live feed and I only got like half the sponsors at the bottom of my screen, you know that I fucking pissed some people off. But
you know that he could not politically answer these questions without hurting some feelings.
Shit.
Look, we're gonna need that public disclaimer in the beginning. Look, this is our opinions and our opinions only. We stand on what we say from our point of view and in our brains. We have no way in effect or pointing the finger at anybody, making fun of anybody, stepping on anybody, or talking shit about anybody. Except we are pointing the finger at people, making fun of people, and talking shit. Only in our good, loving way because we got love for all of y'all. We wouldn't do it if we really didn't give a fuck about y'all. I mean,
right.
Kind of the way it was. If we didn't care, we wouldn't be here.
Mal says she's going to cover all the drop spot. There we go. I'm like, hey.
Gotta love Mal. Gotta love Mal. She here for the bullshit, and I love it.
What's up, Cassidy?
Hi, Cass. While y'all here, go ahead and hit the share button before we get to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna wait till we're about 7 or 8 minutes in before I start grilling them. So we're gonna have some fun, talk, chop it up. This is me and Stat. We've had a live before, but he was on the other side, and I was in the hot seat.
Yeah, it was a much different live, and it's gonna be tonight. But Don messaged me and said, "Hey, we should go live, and I'm gonna ask you questions. You got to answer them." And I was like, okay, fine, we can do this. We can do it one time, one night,
one time for the one time.
Right, one night.
Look, we just gonna say, if you hear a tough question come out and the live feed all of a sudden freeze off and get cut off, just know they got us. Just know they got us. Send help. Just know the Facebook feed has been locked down. They have reported us. Send help. Mama! I miss Wendy. I miss you. Look, I'm already over here sweating. Look, he putting chapstick on. Maybe I got to do that too, so my lips ain't ashy.
Yeah, it's It's like 80 degrees here today in Green Bay. I'm sweating.
It was 80 degrees today. This is how I ended up in a long sleeve. So it was 54 when I woke up. Cold as fuck. Put my sleeves and shit on. Go outside, hang out. Then middle of the afternoon, it's 83 degrees. And right now, on its way back down, it is 72. Working its way down quickly.
Nice. Yeah, this is what's up, Gillis? Call me a cheesehead, or are you a cheesehead? I'm definitely a cheesehead.
Use a cheesehead.
Well, Steelers did play well last night, though. I don't know if
I
you're a Steelers fan or not.
I am not.
Oh, you're not?
Nope. This is one of those things where I remain Switzerland because when I tell y'all who my favorite team is, y'all motherfuckers just trying to chop my head off and talk shit.
Cowboys?
I plead the fifth.
Usually everybody's a Cowboys fan from our age because they like dominated in the 90s.
I'll be honest. The reason I'm a Cowboys fan is they've always played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And the one year they were playing on Thanksgiving, we were at my grandmother's house in Brooklyn, New York, and it was with the side of the family that I don't get to spend much time with, but we had a big-ass family together. And someone fumbled the ball or something happened, and I said, shit, but I let off the shit because normally half my family says shit too.
Yeah.
But I was the only one. It was the quiet moment. And everybody looked at me. But ain't nobody said nothing. I ain't get slapped in the back of the head. Nothing happened. And from that point on, I was a Dallas Cowboys fan. I got away with swearing in front of my grandmother.
That's awesome.
It was over at that point. From that point on, I was a Cowboys fan. Oh,
what's up, George?
Now we got George, we got Brandon, we got Peyton. What up, Jacob?
Someone's already asking about who's Peyton. How in the hell do you do a fantasy race league? Oh,
that got to be one of our guys. How do you do a fantasy no prep Kings league? We can explain to you because we're down to the final weeks and we getting our asses beat by Austin.
Yeah, we don't gotta talk about it. It's nothing to talk about.
I mean, I was holding down third and fourth for a little while, so I was okay.
Did you have first pick?
I did have first pick. And I mean, I took the opposite of who had second pick. And in theory, I'm the one that told him to pick the pick he picked.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have first pick. I had second pick.
Oh, you're right. He picked Sean, right?
Yeah, he picked Sean off the back. And I told him he was between Sean and Kai. I should have told his dumb ass to pick Kai.
Yeah, because then I would have picked Sean.
You know what I mean?
I think I
was like, between Sean and Kai, I'd take Sean. There it is.
Yep, Austin's holding on. He's holding on. It's close, though.
Austin is leading the charge, and there ain't nothing we can do about it.
The best part about it is the guy who's going to catch the guy who could catch him has Scott Taylor, which is Austin works for Scott Taylor.
Tell me that's not the best part ever.
No, that's great.
At the time of the draft, though, he didn't work for Scott Taylor.
No, that's true. He did not. Yep. What's up, Tim?
I am going to hit the share button real quick to share this out, and then I'm going to start hitting you with some bullshit because why the hell not?
Damn, Tim, you're on both. You're on Facebook and YouTube, huh? Look at that.
He got one
views. Getting them views up. Never thought about that.
But hitting the share button or being on both at the same time?
Being on both at the same time?
Yeah, I'll put it on my TV. I'll watch it on my TV.
Oh, yeah?
I'll just mute it and let it play just so you can get the view shit up.
Nice. Do you stream this to YouTube too, or no?
Yes, sir. Except for my YouTube is tiny. My YouTube is like 850 followers. I'm trying to get there. I started YouTube later than everybody else.
Yeah, YouTube is so hard to build up. You got to be consistently with that shit. It's hard to build it up.
All right, Stat, you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
And away we go. All right, so last week, obviously, we were in Alabama, and Alabama was a hell of a good race. Yeah, I mean, every race of the Final Four, I should take that back. Every race so far since No Prep Elite has been top-notch racing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain about the fans not being there, people not watching, it not being on TV. No. It's been the baddest 16 week in, week out, every race. Every round, races are the finish line. It's been a finish line race. Unless someone breaks or shakes the tire in between. It's been a race. So, how do you like the No Prep Elite format so far?
The format so far. You want my real answer with it?
Oh, I want 100% honest answers.
Okay.
I'm going to give the same.
So the format of 16 cars down to 16 for the playoffs, I like that idea. Okay. But I'll tell you, with the seeds and the points and all that stuff, I feel like a lot of it was unnecessary, and they could have made it a lot easier, in my opinion. I'm used to like the playoffs in football or basketball or even NASCAR, how they do it. Like, it's still a lot simpler than the way No Prep Elite did it. It's not simple at all, even for somebody who knows numbers and stuff. It's not really simple. Um, it's leading to good races. It's leading to good matchups. I'll give them that. Because if you look at it this way, so your top seeds every week, because they stay the same for the most part. You got like Nate and Jim Howe racing the top guys every week because they're a lower seed.
Yep.
Now, if it's switched every week, you'd have top guys racing the bottom guys based on points every week. So the first round wouldn't necessarily be that close to races. There wouldn't be that many upsets. So
Agreed.
for that point, it's kind of, I like it like that. You know what I mean? But the seeding, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it just, in my opinion, it's unnecessary. You didn't need to do all that. Could have made it simpler, especially for the fans. If you're thinking about the fans, they don't understand it at all. To this day, they don't.
I've been here 6 years, and I've asked you about 12 times in 3 weeks. Can you explain? Like, wait, hold on, let's go back. And then there's times I don't ask you. I just go read the comments so I don't annoy you.
Right.
Like, I know he's answered my question somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah. I wish I could tell you I had like firsthand knowledge of what's even going to happen, but I found out just like everybody else. So when everybody else finds out about it, then, if a driver finds out about it, then I find out about it. But for the most part, they don't even know until they get there usually. And like, I didn't even know until the second race. Nobody knew really that you got points just for just for racing in the first round. Like nobody even knew that.
Hey, we're going to the championship final, and I'll be admitted, I was today years old when I found out that when you take the green light, you get points.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
I knew that at the second race when Street Outlaws came out with their points, and I'm like, why has everybody got 10 more points than I got them at? And I'm like, oh, because they gave them all first round points just for being there. I said, okay, now I figured it out, right? But even I didn't know. So I wish it was just easier to understand. I wish it was easier for the fans so I can stop getting questions. And it could have been a lot easier, in my opinion. But keeping the seed, I didn't like the seeding at first, but keeping the seeds, when you think about it, it gives a chance for Nate Staylor and Jim Howe to be spoilers. Like, they raced fast cars and they're beating them. So it's good.
Pick two of the fastest losing cars this season and let them be the fucking spoilers. Because right now, if I had to pick two cars out of the 16 to go out and spoil people's day, those would be two of them.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, as soon as that stuff came out, I know, like, the top guys were like, shit, like, I don't want to draw. I know Sean is like, I don't want to draw Nate. Why would I want to draw Nate in the first round? And it's possible. I'm possible.
Prime example. What just happened? You drew Nate in the first round.
You did.
Everyone's fast. You don't want it. You just don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I'm not saying nobody's fast. That's not what I'm saying at all either. It's just, we all know some guys are faster than others when it comes down to it. And because Nate didn't race like 3 or 4 of the points series, that's why he was down at the bottom. And Jim Howe had bad luck all season. That's why he was towards the bottom. But as far as on any given Saturday, those guys could win a race. So,
Facts.
tough matchup. So,
I mean, everyone always says Bobby's a slow guy. No, I can tell you right now, let one of them super fast guys have a twitch in that other lane. They're going to be looking at Bobby's orange rod right on by.
That's it. Yeah, I know. So I'd say overall the format's okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
All right. I'll give my opinion on that. I love the racing part of it. It is top-notch, hands down, the baddest racing we have probably gotten from No Prep Kings, No Prep Elite since I've been around. Like, there have been a lot of good side-by-side races, but not this many. There is every pass. If both cars go down, it's a drag race. It's not one-sided picking. It's not, oh, such and such is going to show up and beat them. And like we said, there are some cars that, 2/10 slower. But if you're 2/10 slower than number one, that means you still got a shot. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not, I love it for that factor. Like, I wish we had 32 cars in that process so it was better. That's my only complaint about it. There's not enough racing. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, we get an hour total, an hour full total of racing. 16, 8, 4, 2. It's just not enough racing. I wish we could figure out how to expand the numbers to have more racing, but that's above my pay scale.
I think, and to talk about that, I think the powers that be thought there'd be more grudge racing on Friday. I think that was their idea, to get the grudge stuff in there, get some money flowing around, get maybe some mini four-person brackets, and it just, the guys are not wanting to do it, probably because they've raced how many races this year, and they have more money in a championship to race for on Saturday. So it's, but I think that was their idea, right? That's why you want to do it, because you're right. There's way less racing. But if you still had some grudge racing on Friday, it would be all right. But you're right. Nobody's even doing that, not for money at least.
So, I don't even know how many cars take all 4 test passes on Friday. 3 at the most, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna put it up."
I think Jim Houghton won last weekend.
You take all 4 if you're struggling.
Right. Yeah. Yep. Not that he struggles, but Disco Dean, I think, took 4 because he couldn't get down the track on Friday night last week. I think he took all 4. But
I seen Paige take 4, but those 4 worked out for her because she came out swinging. You know what I mean? They made sure it was extra perfect. It came out swinging. She made 4 good passes at that.
Yeah, for sure.
But what else?
Yeah, the format.
Before I get to that, the format. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you. You said the racing's a lot better. And I know this has been talked about, especially since this past race. And I don't know personally what they even do. You probably have more knowledge about this than I do, Don. But let's just say the last so many races, it hasn't been all that no preppity out there. Do you think that's a reason why the race has been even better, because it's been some good tracks and there's been some rubber down and stuff?
It's been fast because we're at good tracks. I will not say that it's any better. If you give them 4 shots at the track Friday night before we get there Saturday, then obviously it produces a good race. If we were coming straight off the trailer Saturday, I can promise you there'd be a lot of upset people, because if you remember right before we got to Alabama, what track were we at? Rockingham,
yeah.
Where the left lane was dog shit.
It was terrible.
You coming straight off the trailer and they got to adjust for that shit.
Ain't
gonna be too many happy people. I can't. I really, in my mind, we aren't showing up to very many tracks that are completely straight bare anymore. But I also think with the fact of giving them all that testing Friday night, I don't really think it affects Saturday anyway, because we're doing the same thing Friday, putting all that rubber down and making it ready to go for Saturday. Now, granted, when Saturday gets there, is there extra rubber, extra stick? Sure. But I really am tired of watching cars wreck. We tore up a lot of good cars.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's too I won't even say because it's too no preppy. Not putting glue down and not touching a track for a week or two and then just brushing it off doesn't mean it's great. You know what I mean? It's not sticky, but it has rubber on it. It's still a little loose out there, and if the sun comes down on it, it's all gooey and you slipping and sliding. I understand that. So half of me wants them to go out there and scrape it bald bare, but then the other half of me also wants to see fast passes. So it's a toss-up. You get fast passes on no prep when it's scraped down, but you only get them in the semifinals and the finals.
Yeah, at the end. Yep.
You know what I mean? You get more driving the first half. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, that's an awesome save. Or he pedaled it 8 times and he was bouncing off both walls but never touched him and got there first.
Right.
That's a little bit of the excitement part of it, but the 16 of them bad fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So do you think no prep, do you think the powers that be decide? Like, is it the track that decides? Like, because some tracks will just came off an event. Like, is it like no tracks ever they don't touch the track at all? Or is it like Street Outlaws tells them, hey, let's scrape it this week, or hey, let's not scrape it this week, or hey, you just had a big NHRA event last week, the track is probably really nice. You know what I mean? Like, we should scrape it or we should leave it? How do you think that conversation goes? Do you think there's?
I hate
I've
you.
always
I'm
been curious
supposed to be
about it.
asking the question because I gotta politically think about how to answer this question without how I've been talking about it for the last week. You just switch roles, motherfucker.
My whole idea was to bounce it back to you.
Oh.
Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't know how the contracts work. I don't know if the track decides, if the powers to be decide, or how it works. I would think that, in my opinion, it's worded in the contract and the rental because we're having a no prep event that the track gets scraped, right?
Okay.
Now, I would also think that with that comes prices and for scraping and non-scraping and the extra 12 hours they got to spend on both nights and this, that, and the third. I would think that plays some finagle factor into that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I don't know. At this point, I think the tracks may be deciding more than the powers to be. Like, I think I don't know. I mean, if you have a track rental, right, and you know you're coming in and they've seen maybe a little dwindle here and there, and they're like, man, we're not about to spend 10 hours scraping the track. You guys aren't even going to pack the stands. We're already not making enough money. You know what I mean? On top of what we already been paid. Maybe that could be a part of it. I don't know.
I'm sure they charge for it, right? They got to charge for it. So maybe it depends what that cost is. Like, hey, it's going to cost this much if you want us to scrape it. You know, here we go. Alan's got the answer right here.
They used to show up and unprep the track this year. It's whatever the track is when we get there. It is what it is. Production no longer tells the tracks what to do prep.
Okay. There we go. Got our answer. Okay. So the tracks are probably good, like Rockingham and Steel and stuff, because they have, especially Rockingham.
They just had grudge racing. Yeah. Like, Alabama is one of the places that you're told you can fucking pull up, unload, and go fast.
Right. Yeah. Everybody tests there. Yeah. You know everybody's gonna be fast there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's our answer. Production no longer tells them what to do. The track decides what to do. So what you're saying is we need to call the tracks ahead of time and be like, yo, we need the no preppiest, no prep. Because if not, because just like K1 said, it's about to be good. They done had 2 back-to-back weekends of grudge racing in Ennis. Motherfuckers better put some 315s in the trailer and test them shits out Friday night and see if you can't make it work.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I've been saying that since we got to Rockingham. Well, no, where did we unload first and it was sticky? I think it was Rockingham, and I was like, man, somebody better have some 315s. Jim Hughes was in charge of what the tracks look like, and he's no longer there.
There's a driver that carries the 315s with him, just in case.
Shit. Just in case, he should have put them shits on in Rockingham. He'd have been sailing.
The fastest car will win this weekend. I mean, yeah.
Oh, we're going to get to that because I know who I think the fastest car is without hurting any fucking feelings. I actually, be honest, I'm going to say it like this. I think the fastest 2 cars that have been the fastest 2 cars in this final 4 right now, since we started No Prep Elite, are sitting 1 and 2 right now. And I stand on that. I think they have been the fastest 2 cars since No Prep Elite has started.
From not knowing, right, from just watching the races. Yeah, especially the last, all in No Prep Elite. You're right. I think Robin and Scott have been the 2 fastest. They really have been. They've at least made the most consistent fast passes. You know, maybe a guy has made a faster pass here or there, but consistently fast. Yeah, man, it's been Robin and Scott for sure.
Because Tim Mans is like, the fastest car is Howe. The fastest car probably has been Jim Howe on 1 or 2 passes on any given night. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. The man fucking flies. Yeah. But the fastest 2 consistent cars that have been going fast the entire time since we started No Prep Elite are sitting 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think that.
I've seen Ryan with the Fireball Camaro make some really fast passes on Friday nights this year too. Mm-hmm. But he's been having some bad luck on Saturdays, that's for sure.
It's been. All right. So let's talk about the shark pool. We're gonna dive right into the numbers because we're gonna get sidetracked 100 more times. So I'm gonna dive right into the numbers because we're gonna get to reading the comments and going back and forth. But the shark pool, as I'm gonna call it, the shark pool are the drivers that are on the outside looking in, unfortunately, at this point. They got into the no prep, they got into the elite, they're in the top 16. They can say they're the baddest 16 motherfuckers on big tires this season. But Unfortunately, as we get down to the nitty gritty, as we knew it was supposed to come, we are down to there's drivers on the outside looking in. Mm-hmm. How many drivers are on the outside looking in as we pull into Texas? Don't give no names. We're just going to talk about numbers.
Before Robin takes the green light on Saturday, there are 5 people who are mathematically eliminated.
Before Robin even drops his trailer door, there's already 5 people figuring out who they trying to fuck up Saturday so they can't have a chance at it.
Yeah, they're going to play a spoiler, and some of them are very fast enough to play spoiler too. So, and I've heard that there might be some incentive for those guys too. So, if anybody's worried about cars not showing up or something like that, I believe everybody's going to be there. They have some. They can win money, but they have another little incentive too to be there. So
I actually believe more than just the 16 are going to be there. I've been scrolling through some posts, and I've been seeing some people say they loading up and heading to Texas this weekend. So I think some people that can actually still get in are legitimately about to show up and still play spoiler, and they ain't even had a motherfucking shot all year. I love it. They're literally about to come in here and hurt somebody's feelings. Like, all right, let's see what we can do. Now, I know they can only race them on fucking Friday, but you race a motherfucker on Friday and getting their feelings, you know how momentum works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of those. If you're in it and do you want to race somebody who's not in it?
Oh, well, we know that.
I'll just say this. So Cole Pez, obviously, if he would have started this year at the beginning, he would be in the No Preps Elite 16. Okay, his car is fast as hell. He is. But the fact he's not, I know he's going to these races trying to race some people on Friday nights, and I don't think anybody wants to race him because he's very fast and they're in it and he's not. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of things. Like, I'm not trying to race Cole and get shown up here by somebody who's not in the No Prep Elite. That's how I would think. But I just know he's been tough. It's been tough for him to get the races. I know that.
Now that you done mentioned that and you said that, and I'm over here thinking of fucking ways Jim Howe, who put a window in the block and left some rods in the bottom of the pan this weekend and didn't have a spare. And he said they were on their way to PJS to figure out, I may get some shit faster. Motherfucker start scratching the frame rail. Like, Cole shit is set on kill and been on kill. Do you just switch up and jump in your boy car and say, hey, let's roll the dice and see if we can't go get one? You know what I mean? I know you want to win in your own car. You got what it takes, but do you take them, like, in my mind, do you take a motor out of Cole's car and throw it in Jim's car? Does it work the same that way? Nah, but if you put a whole person inside that car.
And it's interesting too, because Cole's there running Outlaw Big Tire, and I'm not saying he does this or anybody running Outlaw Big Tire, but there ain't really no rules for Outlaw Big Tire. You can be as light as you want to be. You can take weight out of your car, move it. You can do whatever you want to do for Outlaw Big Tire. So it's probably tough Friday night getting a good high money grudge race if you have to have your No Prep King's car to scale, and the other person doesn't have to. Not that they wouldn't, but I'm just saying they don't have to have it at scale if they're not in it. They're just racing Outlaw Big Tire. So anyway,
must give a new person like that. Must have been
Bobby's in here
when we started as well, because they don't want to race us either. That makes sense. Also, most of the time, new guys most of those guys don't want to race. You're right, absolutely correct. Most of those new guys don't actually want to race them any other time, so they get on this stage. Then they want to race them and beat on their chest because now they think they're somebody because they get the chance. You're right. I'd rather wait and make them draw me out the bucket, take this ass whipping both ways, either way, good or bad.
Yeah.
Alan made a point, though. Strategically, you're better off grudge racing somebody not in the top 16, because if you race somebody in the 16, then they know how fast you are. Which is why when the 16 grudge race on Friday night, they keep grudge racing the same person over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So we got 5 drivers. You said before we get there, before Robin drops the tailgate, there's already 5 people on the outside looking in.
Yep. 5 people, the bottom 5. 12.
So now after Robin drops the tailgate, they warm the car up. They get through Friday night's testing sessions. They go back, they polish it up. Allen puts another badass tune-up in that motherfucker, and they take the green light Saturday afternoon. What we got left?
Then we got 7 left. That eliminates 1, 2, 3, 4 more people. So we only have, once Robin takes that green light on Saturday, there's only 7 people that could win the championship.
Damn. So half the field eliminated as soon as he put that bitch in the beans.
Yep. As soon as it goes green. And that's because everybody who goes green in that first round gets 20 points in Texas just for being there, just for making it. And they do that because if someone like Robin, let's just say he had a catastrophe, he couldn't make the race, he couldn't make that first round, he wouldn't get any points then. So that's that thing. They kind of reward you for having your car there and racing in the first round. They've done this all season. So they've done this all season. It's nothing new. They've done this all season. If you won in the winner's bracket, you got 10 points. They called it for winning in the winner's bracket. And everybody did race this year and got that 10 points. But in the loser's bracket, I'll give an example. Tim Brown in Ohio, he had that bad crash on Friday night. Okay. So he got put in the loser's bracket, but he obviously couldn't race on Saturday. So he didn't get that 3 points for going in the loser's bracket because he didn't make a hit in the first round of the loser's bracket. So that's happened a couple times this year. I think Reaper or Lutz or somebody didn't race one time too. But it's been going on all year. Obviously, everybody's confused by it now. I was confused by it at the end. Everybody's confused by it now, but it's been going on like that all year. You've gotten points for being in the race. So, yeah. So we'll have 7 left. Once Robin gets that 20 points and takes the green light on Saturday, only 7 people. It'll be Robin, Scott, Sean, Clay, Ryan, Howe, and Swanstrom. Anybody below that is automatically eliminated.
All right. So give me second place real quick again from second place to Justin.
So Scott.
Yep. Scott Taylor.
Sean.
Clay
Ryan
Cole. Ryan Martin.
Jim. And Justin.
Okay. So those 6 people I just mentioned, I'm going to take a side detour here real quick. I'm going to take y'all to my TV land brain and how it plays out since the 6 years I've been here. It's been a TV show, and there's always been drama, and there's always been ins and outs, and there's always been ways you think about how to help yourself get to the championship. I got 2 things I need to say that's going to sound like a rant and go off to the left, right? Okay. My personal pick to go on and win the championship, in my opinion, is Robin Roberts. I feel like Robin being a fucking amazing driver, their team doing fucking amazing this year. But my boy Allen is the unspoken hero back there in the corner. And like I keep telling y'all, he's the kid in the back of the bus that, reads his math book on the way home and does his homework on the bus. We all up here acting a fool and being badasses, but he back there knocking it out, getting it done. Then when shit happened, everybody look because they know that he knows what happened. Yeah, that's right. Allen. And Allen's coming on a motherfucking mission. And I don't think that – I just personally think they're going to have to rip it out of their hands to get it. And with me saying that, here's how you're going to have to go about ripping it out of their clutches. Because if Robin get in that car and Robin does his job like he's been doing, there was a time he messed up. He called it. I messed up. They lost the race. Every time Robin get in that car and does what he got to do, and that car act like it's supposed to act, they've been damn near untouchable. And I got to think that Allen knows he's coming in here with 3 rounds. We got to go 3 rounds, and they can't touch us. They're going to have to take it from him. Now, here it is. And I'm going to throw it out there. All week long, everybody's been saying Nate Saylor's the big bag spoiler. He can take out the number 1s. He's been doing it. He's been knocking out the fast guys. The fast guys have been fucking face palming every time they got to draw. And they've been right. They've been right. Nate can come in here and fuck it up. So if I'm those 6 people, okay, if I'm one of those 6 people, and I'm a big cheer guy, I like to go cheer it up, and I like team morale, I'm going to collect my other teammates. We going to get in the huddle, and we put Nate Saylor a gift basket together, okay? Now, some people get welcome to Earth gift baskets for the baby. Some people get welcome to the town for gift basket. Some people get gift baskets because they're the new neighbor. No, fuck that. As us, the 6 people, are giving Nate Saylor a gift basket that will consist of things that make you go, change your mind and just say, I understand. Now, this gift basket can be big. It could be weighed down with lots of green objects because there's 6 people. We can make this gift basket nice and heavy. And I walk over to Nate Sailor and I just give him a gift basket. Yeah, see, look, Bobby get a welcome home from jail gift basket. Like, I go give Nate, and listen, there's 6 of us right now, and I'm telling y'all, Robin's bad fast. Nate doesn't like to lose. He will not lose at a test pass. He's pissed off. So that means Nate's coming out on kill to bust Rankin's ass. Just the way it is. Rankin's not slow, but he's still getting gripped with that new car, and Nate's on murder. He don't like losing not an inch, even on a test pass. So if I'm thinking that way, that means Nate's going to come out, and he's about to try to donkey stop fucking Rankin. That means Rankin ends up facing Robin, and it's a little easier to face Rankin than it is to face Nate. If I'm those 6 people right now, knowing that Nate Sailor is our only hope to knock Robin Roberts off that pedestal, he's the only hope we got to make sure he goes out first round. This gift basket about to be mighty heavy when we walk over here. I'm like, man. Look, Nate.
So
we just go leave it with an anonymous note if he wants. Matter of fact, we will sign it from all 6 of us. Just leave it on his pit table. Tell him, welcome to Texas. We know you spent a lot of fuel this year. We were just trying to help reimburse you for it. That's just the way I think about it. Now, they might not think about it that way, but realistically, if y'all mess around and let Robin Robbins and Allen over there go ahead and get past the first round, I'm calling it. It's over. That's my personal opinion.
So, okay. So I got some things for you. Yep.
Go ahead. Now you got to play out the good scenarios.
So that is a great fantasy story right there. Okay. For all that to happen, that is a great fantasy. Okay. There's just 2 things. There's 2 things that could make that not happen. The first one is Rankin could beat Nate.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 100%. I'm not saying that couldn't happen. They might be making a gift basket and Rankin might go out there and still fuck him up. Not saying that.
Rankin's in the No Prep Elite 16. He's put himself in there and he's not making slow hits. Like him and Nate have raced obviously every Friday night. He beat Nate, one of them, right? So they're 2-1 going into this. Yep. So first of all, Rankin can win. That puts an end to all your other things. But I really think even more importantly, what puts an end to your fantasy world is that Nate, I know Nate personally, and Nate doesn't like to fucking lose anything. Nothing.
I said that in my speech.
I know. I don't see him throwing anything. I just don't see. There's no fucking way. He wants to win the whole thing. He wants to go through Rankin. He wants to go all the way. You know what I mean? That's just me. So I just don't see it. But
if the gift basket is big enough, I'm saying I could sneeze and let go of the button by accident. I'm just saying. I know it's a big theory. I know I'm just fucking out there. But, man, like I said, Alan, I know. I'm always lost, Alan. But, again, y'all let them get past first round?
Here's the thing, though. So, for sure, like, if Robin gets the first round win, okay, that'll eliminate Swanstrom and Howe. Okay? So, now you're down to 5. If Robin wins first round, Swanstrom and Howe. So really, those 2 guys should be the ones trying to get Rankin or Nate to win, right? Like whatever they got to, because if the other guys could help with themselves. So this is how it breaks down now. So Scott Taylor is 30 points behind Robin. Okay, Scott just has to get 2 more rounds than Robin. So Robin could go all the way to the semifinals. No, he could go all the way. Yeah. Robin could go to the semifinals and Scott could win it, and Scott will win. He'll have more points than him. So Scott doesn't necessarily need Robin to go out in the first round. He just needs to have him go out in the second round.
But it would help.
Oh, for sure. I know. I'm just saying, though, And so, yeah, there's a couple people that really, really need Robin to lose in that first round. A couple of them for sure. So maybe those are the guys who use the gift basket, I guess. I don't know.
See, everybody from Scott down should be in on the gift basket because for real, I mean, understandably, because the points don't lie and you're the almighty stat guy, you know the scenario, but understandably, everyone would benefit if he went out.
Correct. 100%.
That's all I'm saying. So they should all be in on trying that. Now, I'm here to say, good luck with trying, because again, I personally think that Robin is the champion. That they're gonna have to steal it from him the best way they know how. They're gonna have to use all the games, all the gimmicks, every one of them cars, and throw everything in their way right now to stop them guys. That's how I feel about it, just from watching and looking in. Scott's right there with him,
and Phantom's right. It's actually Scott and Sean. If either of them win it and Robin goes out in the semifinals, that's all they need. They need Robin to go in the semifinals. So Scott and Sean could win it. They just got to go 2 more rounds than Robin. Then obviously going down from there, Clay has to go 3 more rounds. Ryan has to go 3 more rounds. So that's how you got to look at it. However many points you're down. I know a lot of fans were confused by the 100 points thing. Okay, you can earn 100 points. You are correct, but you can only gain 80 because everybody's getting that 20 to start with. So you got to think about it that way. You can't. It's not like, oh, I'm 100 points behind Robin, I can catch him. No, you cannot, because Robin's going to take that green light. So you're going to need to be 80 points behind him to still be in it. So that's how you look at it. It's really simple if you think about it that way.
It is super simple. You think about it that way.
Yeah. Yep. And I'll just say, I don't ever pick people to win things, but I will say this. Just how it's gone recently, and talking with drivers the last couple of weeks and crew guys, you're getting a sense of who's really, really fast out there right now. It's Robin's to lose, and if he's going to lose it, it's either going to be Scott or Sean. Like that's just who's the fastest right now, consistently fast. That's just it's Robin's to lose. Honestly, it really is. That dude has been on fire lately, and man, you can't pick against him, man. It's tough.
No, it's tough. I think this week when I put my matchups up, I'm not picking the winners in these matchups. I'm gonna just bet sporadically because I ain't been doing good in the No Prep Elite. That format has been kicking my ass. But I think I would just no little asterisks this week because.
Well, here's the thing. So everybody, the top 7 who are still in it mathematically, every single one of them has won an event this year. So
that's fucking crazy.
So like any of them could win it. Like it's possible.
That's fucking crazy. We ain't ever had that many winners in a year, let alone the last 7 running for the championship have all got one fucking trophy in their mantle this year.
Yep. All 7. So
I guess the format did work out.
I think so. I mean, it's confusing, but it's working out. It's working out, I guess.
Yeah. We may not agree with it, but damn, that shit is kind of playing out to the T, huh?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh,
getting exactly what they come out to accomplish. Justin won last year in Ennis. I was there for that. Justin actually can't. Well, here's the thing. Justin, being the 7th guy, he actually can't win it. He could tie Robin. And then I'm sure they won't do a coin toss for that. I'm sure they would race off or something. But
well, what if they're both broke?
I don't know. Then you just put a race off next week or something. Be undisclosed location. We're gonna have a race off.
Live feed only, undisclosed location, match race, best 2 out of 3.
No Prep Elite championship. Shit. In front of nobody, just the crew guys. Yeah. But that's Justin's. I had to. He texted me on Saturday or Sunday. I said, "You're still in it. You just got it. You can only tie Robin though." And then I don't know what happens from there.
Post and I was like, "That looks like Stat Guy's post. Text word for word, copy paste."
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Help them out. They'll thumb wrestle for it. You never know.
Now, if they don't do a coin flip, Bobby going to jail. I promise you, if they don't do a coin flip, Bobby going to jail. We gonna need what's that? Con Air? Remember in Con Air where they bring that prisoner to the plane and he's like all masked up? They're gonna need all of that to control Bobby if they don't use a fucking coin flip. If 2 cars are broken, to figure it the fuck out. Because I swear that man gonna come on in. We just all gonna be chipping in for bail money. Forget the gift basket. It's gonna be bail money.
Yep. Yep. That's so. Yeah. So let's look at the matchups, Don.
Yes, let's go.
The other first round matchups. So we got Robin. Obviously, we talked about that. Robin versus either Nate or Chris, and then Hal will face either Nate or Chris. And then Sean is facing Lutz. That's the first round matchup there.
Cool. I'm glad this is our show and I'm putting you in the hot seat. Now, we know Lutz is 405. We know Lutz loves his friends and his teammates. How you think that race gonna go down?
Do I think he's gonna help him? I don't know.
No, I don't even call it help anymore. At this point, we know the game. Like if there's people who are showing up to be a spoiler and take away people's hopes, I gotta think there's good people in the field that's like, yo, that's my boy going for a championship. You know what I mean? I'm not about to snatch his championships hope out from him.
Yeah, no. If me personally,
I can bet that too, Phantom. I bet 1,000% race on the finish line.
I'm making a full hit, but it might not be my fastest hit. That's all.
Thank you.
That's all
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's another race matchup. I'm asked that same question. Keep going, sir.
But to the fans, no fans, no. Nobody throws races.
I'm a realist.
Legit.
I'm a realist.
You can't talk about throwing races. That goes against competition. But I don't know. I don't know if Lutz will, but
I'm not saying Lutz will throw a race. That's just stupid.
I mean, Phantom could be right that Lutz might want to, Lutz, so you might want to fuck him up. Sometimes Lutz just doesn't care and he's just gonna do it. I don't know. All right, so then we got Giuseppe versus Bobby. This is the matchup Bobby was hoping for last Friday, or last Saturday, I should say, was Bobby versus Giuseppe. So Bobby will get his shot there.
Yeah, he got coin flipped out of that one.
Yep. And then Ryan Martin versus Clay Cole. That's a huge first round matchup right there.
That is a huge first round matchup.
Because the loser's out then.
That's 100% championship implication matchup. Because the loser has no shot. No chance.
Out. Yep. You're out. So that's a big one. And then you got Justin versus Paige. Paige has consistently got better throughout the season.
And Paige has consistently kicked Justin's ass. She's 3-0. I'm dead serious. She's 3-0 fucking Justin up every single time they've drawn each other. They got a side bet on the side, and she's taking home the check from him every single time.
I didn't even know that. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they got a $1,500 side bet every time they meet each other, and she's 3-0.
Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be a good race then.
He's due. By the numbers, he's due, but she's gotten paid after all three of their races so far.
And then we got Disco versus Kayla. That is the 7th and 10th seed.
7th and 10th seed. That's going to be a fast race.
Yep. I think those two had just had Disco had a run there for a while where he was doing really, really well. And Kayla had a couple races too where she was flying. It's just I think they ran some bad luck this year. Honestly, it's either at the beginning or now.
It's been a little roller coaster.
Yeah. You know how that can go. Like some of the drivers just getting some bad luck for a while. And then the last race of the first round is Scott and Kai. And same with Lutz and Sean. Do you think Kai's going to help Scott out?
I don't care what anybody says. Kai's loyal to the core. He ran Team NOLA forever. Kai knows what it's like to be in that position running for a championship and have your teammate clip that shit from underneath your wing and be like, we're good. We just want to. No. Now, again, I'm not saying Kai going to lay down. He's going to give the fans what they want to see. It may not be that 380, 370 pass. But I don't think he's going out there and cutting Scott's wings off. I just don't think he's going to do it. He's been in that seat. I think he's going to give his friend, one of his closest friends, who I've seen him cut a trophy in half and split with.
Yeah.
I think he's going to make sure his friend go ahead and get there.
Yeah, because his friend's not the one who didn't help him either. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
exactly. And Scott's in every one of their corners from NOLA with anything that happens. Any help, any part, any knowledge, everything. And I know it's racing. You're not supposed to give somebody a competition, yada, yada, yada. At the point, you could either be a spoiler in the championship or you could help somebody get a leg up to get their championship. It is what it is.
Yep. I agree, man.
Those two races are the only ones I'm like, yeah, I mean, you could always say it's racing. When we get to the line, we ain't friends no more. I know we did that for what 15 races. Like
Yeah,
we did. Now on race 16, when you know you ain't got a shot, and I'm not gonna ask you to not do it. I just think that your mind, your loyalty, our friendship, these things, the good dinner we might have afterwards. After I win this championship, you can always say, I made sure I helped my buddy get that one. Show out there. Just don't go up here and fuck me on purpose.
Bobby says Les is going to help Sean and Kai's going to help Scott. So there you go.
There's no doubt about it. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I agree. I know I would, but
look, and Sean's gonna tell Jeff, you better fucking not. You better go out there and give me your all. Scott's gonna tell Kai, you better not turn this bitch down. I want every bit of that motherfucker. And both of them two dudes being as loyal as they are down to their friendship, gonna be like, yeah, all right, cool. I know. I'm gonna give you every piece of that shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I know exactly how that shit's about to go.
Yep. Yep. No, that's true. I mean, you're right. That's what it comes down to. Either you're playing spoiler or you're helping them out. Either, that's what it literally what it comes down to. Now, if they don't even make half a pass or something, and you know what I mean, then it's not your fault. Like you didn't even make it down the track. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm not gonna hit the brakes and stop and wait for you. Like, exactly. That ain't my fault.
They deserve it anyway, right? They didn't make a pass, but yeah, I get it.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like I'm going to help you get to the second round. So if you were to win the championship, your boy helped you in the first round. So just think about me when you win that championship money. just think about me.
Now, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'll be like, keep the championship money. I know we ain't gonna keep that trailer. So when you go ahead and off that dog, y'all, just don't forget about your boy.
That's true. Yeah, you got a new trailer now. What you do with the old one?
Yeah. Wait, what you coming on with?
That's funny.
I mean, that's how I look at it, though. You're either in the hunt for the championship, you got a 100, you got a shot, even if it's the 1% chance, you got a shot. So you're fighting for your shot. You're in the hunt for the championship. You're a spoiler because you're out. You ain't even got a chance, even when you drop the door, but you're here to be a fucking race.
Yep.
Or you're gonna help somebody else win the championship. And I'm not saying they gonna take the green light, you gonna turn your car off, jump out, run and do fucking Chinese fire drill and watch them go down the track type help. But you're gonna make sure that they can go ahead and get that little nod if they need it.
Yeah.
But again, don't let both of us make a hit and you wad the tire up and you don't get there. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Yeah, we got to make this look believable at least.
I mean, don't you hang the rods out and your shit won't coast fast enough, and I got to be all over the brakes. Nah, not my fault.
My brakes light work. They can see me doing that.
Everybody gonna disconnect their brake lights now. Like, I'm gonna just unplug them just in case.
Right. Yeah. No, Rich. Robin has to go out in the semifinals, not the second round. Semifinals. What's up, Nate? His ears must have been ringing. Talking about him playing spoiler.
Oh, look! While you're here, Nate, you might have to go back and watch the live feed if you weren't here earlier. This is what I proposed of my fantasy. I don't know what it is. My left field ass thing. Even though I got Robin to win the championship, I feel like if the other 6 people, after Robin takes the first green light, there'll be 7 people left total. The other 6 people should come to you with a gift basket, like a big gift basket. Some people get gift baskets for moving in the neighborhood. Bobby gets gift baskets for coming home from jail. Some people get gift baskets with some bath and towel and smelling stuff so they can smell a little better. I feel like if they came to you with a nice gift basket, heavy enough, filled with like green confetti, that's what I'm gonna call it, green confetti. You know what I mean? With enough green confetti in it and just left it on your table that you just, you might put a Too Hot tune-up in it, phasing Reagan. They might try to use you as their spoiler maybe to go out and knock Robin out the first round. If the basket was big enough with green confetti in it. Not saying that Rankin couldn't go do it, just saying with the way the odds are and you've been knocking out number ones and you've been playing spoilers since you got here, really. I feel like, if I was me, I was thinking, and I go back to the Jason Cantu versus Daniel Pritchard at Outlaw Armageddon. Jason jumped in the beams, 2 turbo cars. Jason knew 1 turbo car took 11 seconds to build boost, and he knew he could build boost in 4. Jason put his turbo car right in the 1-2, and the other car counted itself out before it could ever build boost. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just kind of got to play all the games and use all the games to your advantage. In my mind, it'd be worth filling a basket with some green confetti. I mean, 6 divided by what green confetti they want to put into a basket could be a lot of green confetti. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, it's
Nate. Well, that's just plain smart. See? Now, Nate. Now, the whole clause, here's 2 reasons why we figured this wouldn't work. 1, you don't want to miss at you don't want to lose at a spitting contest. If there's someone spitting next to you, you're going to look them dead in the eye and go, and try to spit further than them. You don't even want to lose at a spitting contest. But I still feel like, if there's enough green confetti for the party in the basket, that, people come time sneeze and go red. I mean, it happens. You never really sneeze in your race helmet. That's a good question. I got to ask. When I start doing interviews one day with drivers, how many times have you sneezed while in your racing helmet staging?
Oof. Probably happens, I would think.
Look, see? Nate's asking the questions I like. Nate says, how big this basket gonna be? Listen, Nate, me personally, I'm saying he never sneezed. I don't think anybody's ever sneezed. I've had a helmet on and I've never sneezed. Like, I just wonder. So the basket, Nate, I feel like, if you know me, Nate, I'm a big dude. You see how long these arms are extended. Like, it's going to be a big basket with a lot of confetti. There's 6 people in the basket. You know what I mean? If the 6 people all went to Wells Fargo party store and they decided that they were all going to get the same green confetti and put it in a basket, it could be a really good big basket.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. I bet that's got to be a very big basket with a lot of green confetti.
I don't know. What's 25 divided by 6? I don't know. You know what I mean, $5,000 and $5,000. We get down. Listen, yeah. How much is the championship trophy really worth to you to try to win it? By all means necessary. They ain't cheating.
We're forgetting we can't forget the other part of this thing though. Is Rankin has to lose too.
I mean, listen,
Rankin has to lose. Another guy racing there. It's not like,
Listen, man.
I hate to be the stickler, but it's Rankin has to lose too.
See, Nate said, man, I have to tell you, I'm so competitive. I don't know if I could let go of the button, knowing I was going to lose. You're right, but
see,
how hard do you punch, Nate? And drivers, I'll just take $1,000 a piece. I know where the off switch is on his car. I know he's gonna get out the car. He's gonna hit me with a haymaker. I'm taking punches before. I'll be all right. Just make sure he get his gift basket. So this way, when he get his gift basket, the punch might not be so hard because he's gonna realize he's going back to his trailer to the gift basket. Mm-hmm. Careful, I don't want to get canceled, Greg. I think I've been canceled 8 times before.
Don's not worried about that.
I just keep coming back with a new name, a new profile. Look, see, Bobby, I'll smash the power button for 5K. Now we're talking. We're gonna show up to Texas this week, and they're gonna have a line drawn. No one past this line.
No one.
No one.
It's nothing.
I'll be for real. I'll take 6K. I'll let him hit me. Push the power button. We good. I know he's gonna be mad. But he still got a chance to go race Saturday. I know he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be mad, but we be all
Nate, let me know how big that basket ends up. Yeah.
Shit. Fucking with me, I'm a good lawyer. This basket might be delivered wrapped and sealed. There's too much fun. What did we miss? Nah, really, that's way too dirty. I know, Bobby, but it's too funny.
Hey, Joe Rio, you gotta come with something new, brother.
I ain't even going back to read it if you tell him to come up with something new. Phantom said, Bobby, bet. I done started some shit. I couldn't help it. Look, I'm blaming y'all, okay? No Prep Kings has contorted my mind to thinking about it from both the racer side and the TV side. And I'm over here like, man, please. Not only would that shit be some drama-filled fucking fist flying some shit, but damn. But here's the catch-22, right? They give him the gift basket with the confetti in it, and Robin still goes out there and fucks up Nick.
Yeah.
They don't pay the man, and he still got paid.
I know. That's why I don't think that'll happen.
No,
I think if anything, it could be hey, we'll reward you. Whoever wins the championship will reward you, right? Something like that. Because you're right, like you're really giving a lot of money for one race, but like for Nate to do that, it would have to be a lot of. I know Nate's got to be a lot of money. I don't think.
I'm just saying.
I know. It's a good fantasy.
How much does the championship work?
Anna, what was your question? Type it in again. I didn't see it. How can anybody race with a broken arm, though? It's very true, Bob.
Listen, yeah, there's a lot of hungry people out here outside the shark pool. But y'all remember Nancy Kerrigan at John Yard? Texas is going to be so much fun. I'm glad we had fun. This is what it's supposed to be like at the end of the season. Not the bullshit, the funny stuff. Like, we're supposed to have fun.
If Scott is racing Kai and Scott doesn't make a full pass and Kai passes the scales with that, that'd be a win for Scott.
That'd be a win for Scott. But that
you gotta go then you might as well just go random.
We gotta stop.
Even go.
We gotta stop. Look, everybody's coming up with way.
Right? Look where we started. No. They're all gonna race full go, everything they got every round. Okay? It's gonna be none of that.
Lord.
That's all right. All the ideas the fans got, I know the drivers have these exact thoughts running through their mind.
Oh yeah. If we talking about it, they've talked about it. It may have been in a different way, but I'm sure it's been talked about, just not in my sense of fucked up ass.
And that's anybody in any competition. You're always thinking about the possibilities in strategy. Like that's always happening. You know, you're always talking about that stuff.
If you're not, then you're not trying hard enough. Yeah, like if you don't look at every strategy, way and form to figure out how it could possibly be done, and weigh your options going in, you clearly ain't trying hard enough.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go as far as possible without cheating.
The only hope Robin has is to face Scott in the final round. Well, if Robin makes it to the final round, he's the champ.
Yeah, if Robin and Scott get to the final together, then Robin's already the champ.
Yep. If Robin gets to the final, it's over. You don't even got to win it. You just got to get there. But I'm sure he'll win it. I'm sure he'll try to win it. Just
Scott needs to knock him off. At worst, they need to meet in the semifinals so Scott can knock him off in the semifinals and then go on and win the race.
Yeah. I don't know, Bobby.
That's because half the comments are on YouTube from Stat Guy's page and half the comments are from Facebook. So if you're only on the Facebook half, you only see Facebook comments.
And I'm streaming and you're streaming. So it shows Bobby's watching from my page, and then other people are watching from your page. So that's probably why you can't see it either, Bobby. We're streaming at like 5 different fucking places right now.
Yeah, we all over the place, Bobby. We live, baby.
We're worldwide, Bobby.
Worldwide. Can Clay win the championship? Yes, Clay can still win the championship.
Yes, he can. What does it say? What's the math seeding for Scott and Kai to match up?
They are matched up. They are matched up first round.
First round. I'm a Scott. Yeah, JT.
Yeah. JT, shout out JT Hudson, Drag Illustrated. He's one of the people in our fantasy draft, and he has Scott Taylor. If Scott fuck around and win, now mind you, Austin been kicking our ass all year long in the fantasy draft with Ryan. He has Sean and Disco Dean. So when Disco Dean went on his tear and Murder Nova was already winning, Austin took off in the points race on us in the fantasy draft. But now with the way the points are working and it's swapped, and Scott coming on with the hard charge, JT got a legitimate chance right now. He was at the bottom, mind you. He was like 9-10. He jumped from 9-10 to 4. And right now, if Scott go ahead and run the board, JT go from 4 to number 1 and wins all the money.
Yep. Crazy. Give me a second, Alan. I'll look it up right now.
What's oh, God. He got you doing real work. We need a plus minus in the spread on the elite now. Oh, Vegas going to get involved. We in trouble. I can't gamble. Y'all start giving plus minuses and odds on numbers.
Yeah, I don't do odds. You get out of here with odds. Robin and Scott.
Once I brought you to the dark side of gambling, that guy's like, the hell with that. Just because such and such beat such and such this many times and the win percentage is 89%, hell no, you ain't getting no odds. I told you. The main feed is from the Hollywood page. Yes, Chris, you were up front for a little bit.
Who was? Robin. Scott. It looks like Scott. So during the regular season, Scott beat Robin 2 times, 2 out of 3 times in the regular season. I don't know if they've raced. Have they raced in? Oh yeah, they've definitely raced in November Elite. Scott. Oh, twice they raced. So it's 3-2. 3-2.
What up, Powder?
Looks like it's 3-2, Alan. Looks like Scott's up 3-2. That's just a quick me doing it. So could be wrong, but
was one of those races a final for Scott Taylor?
Robin and Scott in the final? Yeah.
That was the one Robin lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me look. Recap.
Okay. Things I do know about Texas.
Robin beat Scott in Washington. Yeah, in the finals.
Things I do know about Texas.
And Scott beat Robin.
Yep.
In the finals in Michigan.
That's in Michigan. Right. Yes.
Shit.
That's where
Robin got
Robin
Scott in Washington. Yeah. Damn, y'all been battling all year. I didn't realize it.
If you're coming to Texas this weekend, I'm having a Halloween party Thursday night. My annual Halloween party, 3rd year in a row. We get down, have some fun Thursday night, drink way too much probably. Season-ending foul. It's a Halloween party. Wear a costume if you'd like. I prefer you wear a costume. I come as Blank Man.
Where's it happening at, Don?
Oh, Route 67 Bar and Grill in, I can't say this right, Alvarado, Texas. It's like 30 minutes from the track. Great food. When I tell you it's one of those places you wouldn't be thinking that they have amazing food there. And we hang out all night long. Matt Foster, you guys got this, Chris. Numbers guy.
I know. When it comes to betting, I never bet on straight up luck stuff. Just like flip a coin, anything like. I don't do that. I think if I'm going to bet, I got to have some kind of advantage over the other person. So.
Oh, no wonder you don't shoot dice and flip quarters with us.
No, it's all luck. I do it for fun, but I'm not doing big money for dice or nothing like that. That's all luck, man. Fuck that shit. No.
Oh.
I need to be able to count. I need to be able to do something that can give me an advantage. Now, if I brought some different dice, maybe.
That's how you end up dead, Stat. Okay? Just so we're clear. That's how you end up unalive.
Yeah. For sure.
Motherfuckers go from shooting from 20s to 100. Stat I'm just going to bring these dice in here. No, sir. If Jim Howe won the last event, could he take the championship? Well, Brian, Jim Howe still has a chance to take the championship.
Yep. It's just he has to win it, and he has to have Robin go out first round. And he has to have like Scott Taylor go out second round and Sean go out second round. There's a lot that has to happen. It's not impossible, but Howe could still win it. Yep, it's still It's still there. Weighted dice. There you go. I actually like the dice with the rounded corners. Josh King will tell you about that. We maybe not use these dice anymore because they're rounded corners.
Yeah, they've been rolled.
They can roll a lot more.
Yeah, they get a whole lot more roll to
them. Cheating dice. Yeah, this game sucks.
I'm losing too much money. I don't want to participate.
Yeah. What's up, Stan Allen?
How many races did Jim Howe miss? See, y'all be asking weird questions. I don't think Jim missed any. He might have missed one, but I don't think he missed it.
He did. He missed a non-points race, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hang on. That's what I was just about to say. There was too much going on. The season's been long. Y'all asking shit like that's a lot.
I know. So he raced the first race. It was like when something got rescheduled. Remember when that race got rained out and rescheduled?
The New York race.
Yeah.
Are we going to Snowbirds, the Pro Mod race in December? Capri, I don't know. I've been talking about it. I kind of want to go to the Pro Mod races for the Winter Series thing, but he got forced to miss Bowling Green on protest.
Oh, yeah.
That was a points race.
That's right. That was a points race. But he also missed an early one, too, I think.
Yeah. Capri, I want to go to Snowbirds, but I like live feeding and doing my thing, and I love gambling. Two things I've learned about fucking Pro Mod racing. They don't gamble the right way. It's kind of weird to me. Like, I don't do the whole numbers gambling. I just like win lights. But then a motherfucker can get a win light for a faster time. And it's just weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't like, I can't do it. Like, they don't gamble the right way for me. And I can't really do a live feed. I would love to do a live feed the way I do my live feed from MBK and be able to talk shit and have fun and like hype it up type shit. But I don't know. Pro Mod racing's never really been my thing.
My job keeps fucking me. I was supposed to go to this Texas race, and I ended up firing somebody. So now I don't have anybody to cover for me. And then now we're moving to a new facility the weekend of World Series of Pro Mod that I was 100% going to. So I don't know if I'll be able to go to that now. Fuck.
Oh, I appreciate that, Venom. I do think Flow is trash, but I'm not going to talk shit about them. Like
I've never seen it.
I think NC Pro Mod definitely has a grip on it, and I think they should just go ahead and hire that man. But I guess that's up to the promoters of the companies. Flow Racing brings big money to the table, so it's hard for us little people that I feel like I do a good job, and I finally stepped up and got a better camera and got some zoom, and I'm going to keep stepping it up a little bit. I feel like I do a pretty good job of at least being entertainment and bringing some raps and flair to the racing of what's happening. But oh shit, Boosted's here.
Boosted.
Oh shit.
I've never actually seen Flow. I've watched NC Pro Modder. I've watched the other ones, but I've never seen Flow.
I have. Yeah, Capri. He does. I gotta see. I know some people I could talk to. They're in a group chat with me and kicking my ass in the fantasy league and see what they say. Because I would love to try my hand at it. Like I'd love to try my hand at it. I've been to Pro Mod races. Winlight Bets flew me out to the World Series of Pro Mod for winning on their app, and I had a good time. But it was more of having a good time with all my no prep people at a Pro Mod race. You know what I mean? So see, yeah, I know a guy. Like it was all my no prep people at a Pro Mod race that made it fun. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I've never really been, besides Manny Virginia, I've never really been around the Pro Mod guys, and I don't want to say I don't feel comfortable, but I'd love to bring the no prep style flair and the shit talking and the fun to Pro Mod. That's for damn sure.
There'll be enough. There'll be enough this year going to that with Pro Mods, enough No Prep Kings guys going there that you'll probably feel comfortable right away, I would think.
You think we can convert the culture? Pro Mod races with some no prep ass kicking and shit talking?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. So I might be going to I want to go to World Series of Pro Mod, but I might have to go to one of the other ones instead.
I want to get these motherfuckers to gamble on themselves and put money up, like against each other, not like talking in between someone having to ask them, hey, you want to bet 5K? You want to bet 5K? Like, I want two motherfuckers to be like, nah, I'm about to fuck you up first round. Put 10K on it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Pro Mod can be so goddamn fun, but I just haven't seen it that way. So maybe it's just me. It's a completely different atmosphere at a Pro Mod race than it is at a no prep race.
Yeah, I've never been to a garage race either. I got to go to one of those.
Like
you were having, looked like y'all were having a good time in there.
March 25th and 26th, I believe, Big Jake is putting on another race called March Mania.
Really?
If you can figure out how to get there, get there. I can't tell you about nobody else's grudge race. I can't tell you about nobody else's grudge race. But if Big Jake is putting on another $100,000 grudge race, and he is in motherfucking March, get there. I ain't ever had so much fun in my life. I was horsed by the end. I had lots of money by the end. There was a lot of name calling. I was a firm believer. I told people before I ever went to a grudge race, I said, man, I don't like grudge racing because they do mad shit talking. And then they race and everybody's fucking perfectly fine. And they call your mama a donkey chicken horsefly and just smile in your face and then race and shake hands and be cool. And it's over. I was like, I can't be down for that shit. But, dog, after being at a grudge race, I'm going to tell you about second round of, like, all steel, all glass. Mind you, there's already a billion cards that gone down. Mm-hmm. You just be talking shit and you can't help it.
Right? Like, if you're part of the
who rubbed off on you and came from where, but it's different.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also don't sleep. Just be well aware. Get all your sleep and hydration in, because come Saturday morning, these motherfuckers race all night long. Your brain is a marshmallow.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. No, I was watching that live feed all fucking night to watch Swanson's races. Fuck, it was early. I was like, yeah, this reminds me of No Prep Kings last year, a couple races, fucking up till 3-4 in the morning.
What
do you think about that? What do you think about that this year? Are you happy that races are done at like 7 or 8 on Saturdays?
I plead the fifth.
Compared to 3 a.m.
I plead
sometimes.
The fifth.
Why?
Yes and no. And here's why. I'm gonna explain it good. It now enables me, like, I've traveled to many of states. I've traveled all of the states of the United States that I've gotten to see so far, minus a few I've gotten to do because of No Prep Kings and racing and because of being with racers. Is the most amazing thing. But very few of them have I gotten to see because you're so busy. Yeah, you get there Thursday, you're getting all unloaded, getting everything set up. You race Friday and Saturday all day long. You're out of there Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Being done at 7 o'clock gives you the chance to go eat at one of those places you wanted to go eat at. It gives you a chance to go see something. It gives you a chance to maybe meet up with a friend or that's in the state that you're in. So I enjoy it for that aspect like a motherfucker. Yeah. I will say I kind of miss racing under the lights a little bit. Yeah. Racing under the lights is kind of dope and got of the lure. I got to step my camera game up if we race under the lights because my cheap-ass camera, even though it wasn't cheap and it was a gift and I appreciate it, it does not do well at low light at nighttime. But I do like the fact we can go.
There's something about racing later at night, like that finals is later at night. Yeah. But you're right. Like, you're right. Like, especially if I drive, like I try to drive as much as I can. I'll drive 13, 14 hours one way. And you're like, I get there Thursday night and then I'm at the racetrack Friday and Saturday. And then sometimes it was done at 3 a.m. or whatever. And I'm waking up 3 hours later to drive another 14 hours home on Sunday. It's like, I was so pissed off because I used to live in Texas. I went to the Ennis race last year and I didn't get any time to go to and get some good brisket. Like I had no time. I flew out like early Sunday morning because that was my only fucking flight I could do. I was like, God, I didn't even get anything. I came to Texas. I didn't even get any of the food. Like, I was pissed. So you're right. Like now you get done 7, 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. You have time to go do stuff.
Yeah. Saturday night after the Alabama race, we went to Longhorns for dinner. I mean, Longhorns ain't much, but I went with people I haven't gotten to see all season. Both the Carters, Will Smilzanik came down, his friend Eddie. We went and got to go sit down and
hell yeah, who's this?
Yes, I can't wait to get to Texas and have some brisket. Yes,
best.
Rodney brought me some brisket last year. I
The
fucked that
best.
shit on the stands on my feet. Yes. But yes, that is 100% the only reason I like getting done early, because you can
Yeah.
still get something in. Now, I agree. The first half of the season where I did the driving, like New York, New Hampshire, we stayed because we went to the beach. New York, anything on the East Coast, basically. I went home. I left Saturday and hit the highway because I don't like driving at night. But if it's 5-6 hours, I can be home or in my neck of the woods and neighborhoods that I know in like 3-4 hours. So that was kind of beneficial. But for the most part,
Sunshine said they're not laying down for Scott. He said, "Fuck that, they're not laying down."
Sunshine ain't in the driver's seat. I know how he feels about it, and I know he's gonna talk shit to his boss if he feels any inclination that his boss did. But Sunshine ain't in the driver's seat. Scott and John Kelly's relationship go to before Sunshine was born.
I think they're all going to play spoiler. All of them. Try to play spoiler.
Man, listen, if everyone plays spoiler, I think Kai's my dog. I think me and him are good friends. I think we cool. I think the one person that ain't going to play spoiler is him, because he knows exactly how that shit feels. And it hurt.
You got a valiant. That's a valid point right there.
It hurt. He knows exactly how that shit feels. So it's a no-brainer for me with him. But I know he's a big-ass competitor. I know he's going to go out there and fucking win and win a race. But I don't know. What's that movie where – go ahead.
They still got money to win, right? Is it like 10 grand or something for the winner, I think?
Again, that's where that clause come in. I help you. I got your 10 grand covered. Like, yeah, I mean, that's where that clause comes in.
Phantom, what do they raise for it? Yeah, there you go, Boosted. Money to win. Yeah, they still got money to win.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, that's right. It's 20K for this race.
20K. Oh, look at it. Yeah, see, they're all going. Nobody's fucking laying down. Nope. You living in fancy world tonight, Don.
You're right. I'm having my safety meeting. I'm in safety meeting world. That's what we're gonna call it.
Shit.
The safety meeting took over in full effect, and I'm just making shit up. But just so we clear, I'm with everybody else. I got 100 on Scott. Lock that in, Sunshine.
That's funny.
Lock that in.
Yeah, I think someone commented earlier about Cole Pez. I think, like I said earlier, I think if Cole would have raced from the beginning of the year, he'd be in the No Prep Elite for sure. He's that car is fast. The PJS, and I mean, they do Howe's motor, they did Laughlin's motor. Like, they know what they're doing. Brandon's a tuner. Like, they know, they got their shit going, man. That's a fast car there. So if he had begun at the beginning of the year, he'd be in No Prep Elite for sure.
I did love how Rankin switched cars and made it in the top 16.
He switched at the right time.
Yeah.
Scott too. I mean, look at Scott.
I love Scott. Switched from the turbos and back to Pro Chargers. Said, "Let's get some."
It's like night and day for Scott, especially for Scott, man. That, look at shit. Second in points. If he was still turbo, he guarantee would not be. I don't even.
We ain't got to guarantee it, bro. Is there a turbo car left?
No.
Birdman was the closest turbo car to winning, to getting into the 16. And that took a lot of luck and grit, because there was a whole lot of fucking, what we going to call it? There was a whole lot of, I don't want to call it guessing. There was a whole lot of, there was a whole lot of guessing going on.
He guessed one time, for sure. Where was that? Michigan? I don't remember where they were doing that. All that.
There's a whole lot of people guessing. The other people guessing behind him was benefiting him too.
But I'll say this year compared to last year for Birdman is night and day. Birdman was running good this year. He was.
Same thing with Chuck coming back.
Chuck came back. He was running good.
That thing was making licks.
Yep, for sure.
Oh. Did you get a chance to see Kyle Cannon's car make licks?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, now that Alan done mentioned it, and Kyle hasn't been there all season. And someone asked earlier, is there going to be a season 8? I don't know. I'm not the powers to be. That's above my pay grade. when they know, I'll know because someone will tell me and I'll be like, fucking right. I want there to be a season 8. I am a firm believer. I don't want No Prep Elite to ever end. Okay? This is where I've been at for 6 years. I don't want to go nowhere else. I love it. I hope it stays. But with cars like Kyle Cannon's coming back, he actually looked fast as hell when he finally made a full pass down through there in the Big Tire Final with B-Rad.
Right.
And I was like,
No,
man,
yeah.
turbo car,
Yeah.
they was getting it.
So what do you think needs to change boosted? Is it can they even get down? If you went lighter, could they even get down to that lower weight? Or is it?
No, the rules need to affect everybody else, so turbos even have a chance. Turbos need to be at the bare minimum weight, and I think everything else has to get something hung on it.
Is there any sight in them going back to 36-inch tires? Or do you think they're stuck at 34.5? Because the 36 would help a turbo more. Yeah, Tim just said it. That would help, but I don't think they haven't done 36 now for a couple of years. So
don't they still have the option to run the 36? They just carry weight, which doesn't help a turbo car, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. Here we go. I think the main problem is the starting line gets good. Still kind of, yeah. Yep. So a 36 would help them, right? On the top, on the big end then?
36 is, let's see if it helps in my opinion.
I mean, okay, how about this? So last year we had 3 no points races. Try some shit out during those try some different rule stuff during those three non-points races, you know? Let the turbos go to 36-inch tires for the first 1 or 2 and see how it looks. I don't know. Honestly, I do think it's about it does affect who runs them too. Like let's be honest, okay? But I think some of the faster guys would run them if they thought they had it. You know, they thought. I just thought
that to myself. If you gave 36 back the turbo cars, and you gave Ryan turbo rules on a 36, yeah, I mean, like you said, it affects who runs turbo cars more than who's not running turbo cars because some have been good with turbo cars versus who still has turbo cars.
But it also tells you who's running what and why they're running it, right? Like,
well, obviously,
you know.
And I still say Pro Charge is still unfair. I ain't saying it all wrong, but yeah, if I was building a motherfucking car right now, if I'm gonna waste money and flush it down the toilet anyway to build a race car, if I ain't putting a Pro Charger on the front, I ain't even trying.
Shout out to Pro Charger, love those guys.
Facts, like they're just, especially in the no prep game at this point. Not saying Screw Brewers is not right there with them, but Screw Brewers still need just a little bit more help.
Yeah, I know. I thought it would be closer, honestly. I really did. And it is close. But I mean, I don't know. I could have swore a Screwblower was going to win this past weekend. That's what I said. I said, talking to people, I said, I think a Screw's going to win. You know? It's just with the track. I know, but with the track being good, you know what I mean? Like it was just. But that's drag racing. It's about making it 4 rounds with nothing going wrong. So,
I tell you, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. Lucky than fast any day.
Yeah, definitely. The last 3 tracks, Scribbles could have been dominant. Yeah, the track's good.
The track's been good since he showed up. Yeah. Screw should do well this weekend. I went from a turbo guy to Screw, but I came to No Prep Kings. I was all about the turbos. Why I still build turbo shit boxes. I was all about turbos. I love it. And then I got to racing, and I was like, yeah, I love screw blowers. I'm just gonna be a screw blower guy from here on out. Like, I'm good.
So Justin won over Clay Cole last year at Ennis.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
A Pro Charger will win this weekend. That's a bet I can always stand on because Pro Chargers has won most weekends.
Yeah.
What's that number? How many wins does Pro Charger have this season?
This season? A lot. A lot. Let's be honest, it is. It's a lot. But Hal won Texas 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was a spoiler. That's when he fucked up Kai, or when he fucked up Ryan first round and took the championship. Yeah. Then went back and fucked up Kai second round and gave the championship back.
Yep.
Ryan hated that motherfucker. I want to stab him. Second round. I love you, man. You're the best man in the world. Not literally how it happened. That's just me talking
shit. Damn, did they race? Yeah, they did. Justin's won there twice in the last 3 years. Holy fuck. Wow. Screws. Was Justin a screw then? Or was he a pro charger then?
Pro charger.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't become Scrooter this year. Brandon, what turbo car is available to race at 2750? I don't know what Kyle Canning got right now. There's a brand new build. And I don't know if it can probably can get as light as most of them. But it looked pretty damn competitive. High of 83, temperature won't play a part in any of it. Oh, I'm going to love Texas this weekend. Yes.
Nine. 10, 11, 12. 12. It's been 12 pro chargers have won this year.
My bad, Todd. He switched to Screw 2 seasons ago.
Out of 16 races. Wow.
So you said total domination? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, 12. So Jim, Ryan with the Fireball, and then Justin twice. That's been it for Screws. 4 races.
So
total 4 out of 16. It's not been close, yeah.
So Pro Charger has been total domination.
It is.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. If I'm building a race car and I'm trying to go no prep racing, I think I'm grabbing a Pro Charger.
I don't know shit about it, but people have told me that Pro Chargers are easier to deal with too.
Yeah, I don't know enough on that. I don't know enough on that aspect either.
More consistent, less shit can go wrong. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could just blow up the Pro Charger, right? That's about it.
I don't know. After seeing fucking Larson's blow up, dog, I don't know.
There you go, Tim. More manageable.
I'm hoping that's a fluke and never see ever again, because that shit was wild. What did they say? Pro Charger
is more reliable.
You're right. I haven't seen too many people actually break the screw blower. It's been everything else around the motherfuckers.
Yeah, the hat, the fucking everything.
It's been a little bit, and like usually you send your blades and stuff out, you get them fucking reconditioned and everything. But I mean, it's been the snout, it's been everything, but no one really, seen anyone break the actual blower.
Now, Pro Charger is controlled by the crankshaft. You can control the crankshaft easier with timing than turbos. Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm obviously been told turbos are the hardest to.
I'm not that smart. So I'm never going to have to learn to do all of that. The second I have to start learning to tune my own car, I'll probably be done with racing. I'll probably go get somebody to put like 5 tune-ups in it on a turn dial. The slowest, the fastest. Because the second I got to learn to tune my own car, I'm probably going to be screwed. What are we missing? That's the worst part about E-Gates made boost controlled by ECU and can be perfect. I don't know much about E-Gates, but I do hear people are really happy with them. Yeah, Michael Thompson. I'm probably not the one to learn how to tune my own shit to get way better. See, I think I'm a firm believer that since I actually like money, and even though I'm competitive and I'm big as fuck, and I realized that I was good at basketball for only so long and then bad knees, and I was good at football for only so long, and then I got tired of getting hit, that I just do things for fun and enjoy it. So I think I'd be okay with building my own shit and going as fast as I can make it go, relatively like with help, versus constantly going faster to kick ass and try to take names. As long as I'm racing, I'm happy. Like it doesn't make a difference for me. Now I'm not obviously gonna go out and spend, $50,000 a year entering races that I can't win or have any fun at. You know what I mean? So I just enjoy being at the racetrack and racing. So if it's a $50 buy-in, some low $100 shit, some daily driver shit, some not outlaw daily driver shit, because them shit's just extreme. I think I'll just always have fun racing versus trying to learn to tune it and go faster. And if I'm at the point where I got to go fast and I'm all into it, I'm definitely going to have at least a good buddy in the back that's all he do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's going to be a fast track for sure this weekend.
Oh, in Texas? Yeah.
Yeah.
It always is. Like Boosty was saying, it ain't. It's one of the best tracks we go to all season long.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Braden?
I saw a comment earlier. Someone was bitching about Friday night. I think the powers that be thought there. Yeah, I think they thought there was going to be more grudge racing on Friday, more races for money, more little tiny brackets, little 4-car brackets, stuff like that. I think they thought there'd be more of that, and clearly there's been basically none. People have done their test passes, and now this week we don't even have a 2 race off. We only got 1 race off now because Robin and Giuseppe don't have to race off for the spot because Robin got the first seat. So
yes,
there's only 1 actual race Friday night.
I kind of like that.
You like that?
I'm not gonna lie. I was tired of seeing the same 2 people race each other. Just me.
Oh, now we're gonna see the same. Still gonna see Nate and fucking Rankin race. Exactly, Alan. Yep.
Wants the other hand. Yep. Pretty much.
I think that's how it went too. So like, remember Team Attack? Team Attack was the first time they tried something on Friday night, but Team Attack still wasn't enough to get everybody to go all out. Like it was just some people, like, even remember when Ryan and Sean got to the finals, they didn't want to race each other because they wanted to save their car for Saturday.
Why do we got to make another lick?
Exactly. So the grade A was a great idea to make everybody race, to make top dogs race.
We need to bring the grade 8 back on Fridays. Not gonna lie, as much as we hated the grade 8 when we were having the grade 8, the grade 8 served a good point.
It did. It gave the fans more legit racing on Friday nights for sure.
Yeah, I mean there was actually yeah.
Anyway, this past year was real crazy because it was the top 8 right off the trailer. Like they got one. I think they got one test pass, and then they had to go. I was like, damn, the top 8 fastest people in the series, 1 test pass on Friday night. It's like, yeah.
Oh, I agree with you there, Todd. The grade 8 was great, but they can't have it for points. You got to have, if you do have it for points, it got to be clearly 2 different championships.
Well, that's what they did last year.
No. It has to be more than that. It has to be completely clear. Like it got to be 2 separate. That team, we can't have a team championship. Like not that it wasn't good. I love all forms of racing. Don't get me wrong. Every format that we have tried, it's racing. I'm just go with it. It's cool. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You ain't getting nowhere if you ain't trying something new. But I really agree with if it ain't broken, don't fix it. But yes, we had 2 championships last year. But did it feel like we had 2 championships last year?
No, I agree. And it could be separate. This year was fine. They had the qualifier was Friday night, so you had to race Friday night.
You had to race Friday.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
There needs to be that needs to continue. Like they need to have a reason for people to race Friday night. And a little bit of money is usually not the reason. They need to have it points or qualifier or something Friday night. So
See, I like that, Alan. I like the old school way. Let's put up 10,000 Friday night, every big tire car straight off the trailer first round. You can test after first round. Then that at least puts you in the seat Friday night, and that gives them the race for some money. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Straight off the trailer, no test passes, straight off the trailer. If you're out, you can test. If you're not, you keep going. You know what I mean? Because you were going to test Friday anyway.
Yeah. 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 I like the winner and loser bracket this year. I still like the grade A better because you had the top 8 on Friday because you had the big dogs going for 3 or 4 rounds, on Friday night, 3 rounds. I don't know. I'm all about the top guys racing each other all weekend. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. That's why I'm there. But
that's what I said. I agree. The 16 is good. I just don't like the format. 16 got us the fast cars, but it only got us 1 hour of racing.
Yeah. No, I know. We'll see. We'll see what next year's all about.
I can't wait.
Formats. I'm sure it'll be different. It's been different literally every season. So
I can't wait. I'm excited. Next year gets here. I'm like I tell people all the time, I'm a no prep child. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
It ain't gonna ever change for me.
I'm here to the bitter end. Whatever that is, I'm here to the bitter end. So
just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
That's it, baby. That's it.
I'm trying other no prep. It's not even
exactly, Tim. I'm addicted. Shit, I'm not even a drag racer. Like, I don't drag race. I just love street.
I used to think it was an addiction, and it probably still is addiction. But I love the people. Like, we're out here. You go spend 16 weekends with a bunch of people that you didn't know at the beginning that now you can't fucking actually miss when the season's over.
Yeah. No, I know.
And I've done it long enough that's exactly what it's like. Like, I get to have one giant Thanksgiving every weekend.
I missed out on the street races. I really hope they do. I hope they do one so I can go to one.
Oh,
I gotta see one.
I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain to you how my first one was dope, and then everyone after that all had like its own unique spin. Like I think my very first street race was the first fastest in America or the first team race.
JJ's. You were all over the TV on JJ's. That was I forget what season 1 or season 2, whatever it was.
Yeah. Like
I remember that's where I saw you from. I was like, that's fucking that dude from JJ's race. So it's fucking Don Will.
like that was a whole different experience in life in itself. That's when I started traveling. I drove everywhere. Like I drove to Memphis. I drove to all the MPKs. So when I met Bill Lutz, I traveled with Bill for like 3 weeks because we went from one race to the street race to the next race, then home. Like it was crazy. Then but yeah, the street race is crazy. Mega Cash Days, I had so many memories, dog. I look back and think about the street racing and shit. That was definitely, if they have another street race, you definitely got to come. It's definitely something.
I don't care what's going on right now. I'm going.
Them Vegas street races were crazy.
Yeah,
that's what got me prepared for them grudge races, racing all night till early morning. Oh, Vegas that was something different.
Yep.
First time I was ever in Vegas was for that shit. I stayed in Vegas for a week straight. I was shell shocked as fuck.
I remember you texting me the results and shit. Yeah, that was fucking funny.
That was fucking late Vegas. My very first one was.
Oh, that was the most recent. That was the most recent Vegas.
Yeah, the most recent one. I was like, dog. Like, well, in California, that was the very first time I was in California. That was just. It's all to me just memories. Like, god damn. Mike Thompson. They have another street race, and I'll get an invite. We playing. Listen, I don't make the invite list. I'm just happy to be on one. Oh man, Capri. I can't second that motion.
Gone Girl? Was that what that was called?
Yeah, I can't second that motion.
I'm definitely the fifth on that. I'm not saying nothing. I love you, Capri. I'm not saying nothing.
I can't second that motion. I just think they're going to race together. Like fast cars are fast cars. Don't matter who behind the driver's seat.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need to see the fast guys. That's really what I want to see, you know? But even like, don't get me wrong, the 405 show, the last one, where they're all street racing their daily drivers or whatever, like
Yeah.
it was cool to see all those guys together more than it was like cool to see the races to me. Like I wanted them to get their small tire cars out and go down that fucking road. That's what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see race cars go on the road, but it was still cool that they were all together and shit talking and stuff. But
yeah, you're one of those guys. You're like, look, I could just do with just a race after race after race after race after race.
Yeah.
I had to learn to convert from that. Like I got to take it all of it, because if not, you just it just keep going.
True. Right. There are only 2 actual racers. Yeah, that was a rough show.
I mean, they tried it. Can't knock them for trying it. Just wasn't my cup of tea.
No. No.
Youngblood, what you know about street racing?
What's Dad say? Garage cars.
Street race got more because only everyone wanted to race one race a night. I can see how that get boring quick. We got fucking 16, 18, 20 cars out there. Motherfuckers only want to make one hit, and we could literally keep racing. Like, let's go. Like, I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I want to race once a night. Yeah. I remember when you guys first started filming Street Outlaws back at it felt like y'all raced once every 2 months. Like, remember, like, I know it was a TV show, right? But it was like, it took like 5 or 6 episodes, 5 or 6 race nights for Doc and Sean to finally race or something like that. It was like, it went from that, and then like season 2 or 3, they were racing, like everybody was racing every night. You know, everybody's doing 2 or 3 passes every night. It was funny. I'm sure production said, "Hey guys, we got to race more than once a fucking month here."
I'm sure they realized they were paying X amount to rent the road. It wasn't racing and music enough.
Yeah, can we make more than one pass a week, please? But you know, at that time, those guys they were just starting to film. Like they didn't have all these TV sponsors or money, or you know what I mean. They couldn't. Some of them probably didn't have the money to race every night or race 3 times, 4 times a night like that. You know, probably didn't have money to break all their shit.
And keep not going. Have money to race.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I never thought I'd ever know what it was like to not have money to race, because I never thought I'd care that much to race to want to have money to race. I now be on the other side like, damn, I wish.
Look at Daddy. He said everybody wanted to see more racing, so we gave them more racing. Then everybody complained that there wasn't enough garage time.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. MPK season 2, dog. If you watch MPK season 2 on TV, or fucking, it's race. No interviews, no nothing. Race. Then the world complained. We don't see nothing in the background. They don't go talk to the racers enough. Well, then we started getting season 3 and 4, where you have to have 2-part race TVs. You get a race episode and like a TV episode. And
I know, right?
About that.
Yeah, I know. They started doing a little spinoff because they were doing all race, and they did like those little what do they call them, like after hours or
the after hours shit.
Yeah. I actually like that. That was fun shit. When they couldn't do it in the show, they didn't have enough time because there was just so many races they had to show. So like, oh, we got to make a whole other episode every week.
I liked after hours because, like, hanging out with everybody and knowing everybody and being around long enough, you realize now that's really how the motherfuckers act. Like,
right.
Most people don't get to see that because it's a TV show, so they don't get to see that. And then when they see the after hours show, they're like, oh, they're just doing that because it's on TV, it's after hours. And I'm like, nah, that's really them goofy motherfuckers. Like,
yeah.
Hold on. They caught him on camera finally? Because these motherfuckers been doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
I thought the after hours show was definitely a good twist.
Here we are reminiscing like this shit's done or something.
No, because you know what? Well, we were at No Prep Kings this weekend, and God forbid, you probably get it a lot too. fans asking where all the people at and why this and why that. Like, especially at Alabama. Alabama 2 years ago, motherfuckers sat on the highway legitimately for 3 and 4 hours to get in to No Prep King. Like, No Prep King was packed. You had crew members and tuners stuck on the highway. You had people leaving in golf cart and Burrow Maxes to go pick people up off of the highway and down the road just to get them back in because the line was forever long. You couldn't get in. And it wasn't that it was a terrible process. There was that many motherfuckers trying to get in. There was standing room only. So where we have it now, where I don't necessarily say there's not a lot of fans because, again, it still takes an hour and a half to get out that motherfucker when it's over. Mm-hmm. It's just not packed like everyone's used to seeing it. And that's because some of it's mostly because it's not on TV. But some of it's also because they're not true race fans. They're just TV fans. And when they can hurt and they get into it the way they want to be, they're happy and they show up. You know what I mean? So I think it'll be bigger and better. When it goes back to TV, I think it'll go right back to being twice as packed. But I think it'll be a lot more packed with race fans and TV fans. It'll be a good mixture. You know what I mean? The conversation in the stand will be more racing oriented than what they seen on TV a year ago or 6 months down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they still, with going back to TV, I think they still have an advantage over, because I watch NHRA and stuff on Fox, stuff like that, and they do, like, they have a good production and they do interviews, but they don't get the street out, like, they can't get what Street Outlaws did. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they can't get the extra stuff. They can't go to their people's houses and film during the week, or they can't do this. They can't, you know what I mean? Like, that's what Street Outlaws stood apart from everybody, is they got that garage time. They got that extra time, where NHRA is more like a sport, like a professional sport, where it's just like, you see it, you get the interviews, and that's it. You know what I mean? There's no backstory there. So if Street Outlaws if they can capture that again, I think it'll be bigger than it was the first time. So
I agree. And yes, I agree 100%. 1 second. The economy does suck. A lot of it has to do with the economy. Before, motherfuckers would throw money together and be like, we going. Right now, if you throw money together, it's not to go do something fun. It's probably to pay a bill because your lights is fucking up, or probably to go buy extra food, or probably just to eat out because your kids ain't had McDonald's. So you are absolutely 100% correct when it's about the economy sucking and people not choosing to go to a race. But then I'm on the flip side. When I want to be comfortable and I want to laugh, I watch comedy. When I want to feel good, I want to do something. I do something I like that makes me feel good. So, yeah, if you're really into racing, or you dig it, you still would show up to just feel like, all right, I got my one relief a month because I was looking forward to that. You got to always take care of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I think them going to new places helps. You know, I know obviously I went to the first. It wasn't a new place, but the first race in Pennsylvania, I went there. That was packed on that Saturday. It was fucking packed for the first race of the season. And then I went to Missouri. It was the first time with that track, right? Brand new track, but that motherfucker was packed. Like, there was standing room only at that place. So I was pretty impressed. I was like, the fans are still coming out. Just depends where, how, what time of the year, you know what I mean? But
Washington was packed. I was just about to say, look, came down there. Washington was definitely packed.
Yeah. So going. I mean, I know scheduling is scheduling. You know, you can't get everywhere. You can't do it at all times. But going to new tracks is probably always a good thing. That'll probably always help attendance if you can go to some new tracks. Yeah, there you go, Alan. Exactly. So someone got to be able to hold the fans too. You know, there's probably a lot of tracks they could go to that are new, they've never been to before. But how big are they? What kind of setup do they have? Steel learned the hard way the first time, right?
And I think that's why people are so caught up by Steel. They got hit hard the first time and they learned. They learned immediately and they got it all right for the second and the third time. So it works so smoothly now and works so much better. And it's so much more than it was the first time because they were prepared that it does relatively look empty. I know the numbers are obviously not as high, but there were still people at that motherfucker. Like, it wasn't dead by no means.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure you're right, Dan. I'm sure it's not going to be whatever comes out again, right? Whatever it comes to will be different than the beginning.
Yeah, I told somebody we were talking about it, and I wasn't a part of the prime, but I've been around No Prep Kings, and I was like, man, Oh, it was Carter. Matter of fact, I was like, we didn't know we were living in our primes. Like, No Prep Kings was the highlight. Like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like you'd race, you'd party, you'd hang out. Like there were stories, there was teams all over the pits. Like it was a big everything. Like everyone, I always said it, everyone had a special cup. Like everybody had one of them thermos cups. And you weren't getting drunk, but everyone had a drink at the end of the night. And you walk up, you could toast with everybody, you talk shit, have fun, chill, walk another couple pits and have fun. Like, and then we just didn't know we were living in our prime. So like, right, I'm sure for them, when they were living in their prime and doing their heyday and having the most fun, they didn't realize it until it's flipped over. And I'm sure again it'll be big again, just in a different way.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Capri, you're probably waiting for that. You locals only. I know guys like Nate, Clay. Their rookie season was season 6.
People that showed up for rookie season and season 6, David Merger, like people that showed up for season 6, and I know they're praying for it too. They praying for the week from Discovery. Fuck the YouTube and the live feed. They praying for somebody to hit them with the R. Kelly leak. Like, oh, la.
I know, right? There was a lot of rookies that year because that's the year they brought in all the locals only. They are not locals only. Futures. There was no more futures. That was the draft.
Yep. Mike Chandler, a whole bunch of them people. Yeah.
Yep. Paige. I think it was Paige. Yeah, Paige. Paige, Jimmy, all of them. They're all rookies that year. We need, yeah, right. If people stop watching the show, they don't even know Sean's good at No Prep Kings. They don't even know he's been dominating the last 2 years if they stop watching it. They're like, what? Vernon Nova's winning? That's so true.
Man, I like Alice Singh. Put a track on rotation, go back to places. MIR would be packed. That was my very first No Prep King. That was my very first time being on the track at No Prep Kings. That was my second season, my very first official season going, but that was my third race total of being at No Prep Kings. The other 2, I was in VIP. And he mentioned the one place we didn't go back to that, like everyone talks shit about, but I swear we had the most fun and that bitch was back. It's fucking Louisiana.
Yeah, I heard you guys never go back there though.
Bro, listen. Louisiana was fucking dope though, dog. Like I don't even know how to say anything other than Louisiana was fun, hands down. From the racing to the after racing. Bob got trashed. Me and Bob both got trashed. And then we had to drive back to Chicago, host a Hot Wheels race to give away my Beetle. Then I had to fly back to Louisiana to drive my excursion in Beetle to Florida, to race in Florida, to give it away, to drive home from Florida.
Oh, my God.
But, man, listen. The first racetrack I ever been to that had a bar until we went to, Rockingham, and Rockingham has the bar and the hotel and shit down there.
Rockingham has a bar? Minnesota has a bar.
No, it's Minnesota that has the hotel back there with the they have the penthouses that are back there with the bar underneath. That's Minnesota. Well, listen, Louisiana, No Problem Raceway got a bar like at the corner right underneath the tower. And it's like bring your own bottle plus what they got.
Illinois had a little bar.
Huh?
Illinois race this year they had a bar right inside the track. Did you go to that race?
Maybe not.
I miss Illinois. Illinois has a bar right there in the pits.
I'm trying to think. Oh, the wooden one that was popped up. Yeah, he said the Airbnb I had in Louisiana that year is unforgettable. Scariest I've ever been in my life. I wanted to track both nights because both nights I got entirely too trash to do anything but sleep at the track. Like, oh man.
My dad always comes with me to the races, and this year he was like looking at the schedule. He's like, I gotta check out some of these tracks. I'm gonna go to the races that have a bar at the track. All right, fine.
All right.
That's what he did. Yeah, that's what he did. But they're looking at which racetracks have
Well,
bars.
that's my new thing. If they have a season 8 and we get a season 8, we get everything. We got to start splitting B&Bs, like with like 7 and 8 of us people that actually enjoy each other and have fun. Because that means
Yeah, we should.
nice as B&B. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
8
we really
people,
should.
and we can enjoy the weekend. You know what I mean? Like enjoy
Yeah.
it. We ain't got to enjoy just at the track. We can leave the track and still enjoy it.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
Film all of it. Yeah.
I'm free. I'm good.
Yeah. Do all that.
No case, no case. Like
No. Leave the live streaming for the track.
yeah, leave the live feed for that.
Never stay in the car. They don't come in the. They don't come in the Airbnb.
Yes. I've been like my man Greg Haggerty in the pits, B&B every time we go to races. I put people onto that. Like they don't understand. They'd be like, "Oh, you're going to races all fancy. You spending $1,000." I'm like, "You're not understanding." There's 5 of us in a 3-bedroom B&B. We made it nice. If you're gonna spend $300 for a weekend on a hotel room, you can get an Airbnb that you can eat dinner, have a grill, and a pool, and your own room still.
Your own room, yeah.
And hang out in the living room, and I have safety meetings so I can sit outside. No, yeah, we split B&Bs. There'd be 5 and 6 of us in the room. We'd be splitting it up.
Yep. No, you're right though. We gotta do that more often. There's a good crew of us that go. So
yes, we just get a nice B&B, and everyone. Could you look at the price of B&B and you'd be like, man, that should say $1,900, but then $400 between us, and we all in it, and we realized we got just the same space. Like it worked perfectly.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting in a tight ass hotel room and sharing the same bathroom, fucking towel, we got 2-3 bathrooms. We can chill in the living room when we want to. Like it's been nice. I put people on the B&B. The B&B is the way to go, especially splitting it. Yeah, there's 6 of us going. We got 6 of us and 1 in Texas. Pretty nice ass B&B too, if I say so.
Oh yeah, in Texas.
Where you at? It's nice.
Nice.
Because I have the Halloween party, and you walk through the door, you buy 100 shots, you try to have everybody having fun, get drunk, and I always somehow I'm the host of the Halloween party, and somehow I still end up being super drunk. Super drunk. Yeah, see, that's always good because Peyton's always in the B&B. She cooks. See, everybody, as long as you got one cook in your B&B amongst all the people, it works. It works. It works. Where's my MPK car? Oh, my Corvette for next year. Here's a question for you, Stat. How fast you think I'm gonna go on my Corvette next year?
Is it small tire?
Are you gonna say you ain't seen my car?
I did. I didn't look at the tires. What is it? Small,
it's a big tire. You don't look at the tires. You just to see if it has bars in the back. If it has bars, it's not a small tire car.
It's true. That's that giveaway, right?
That's all you do. It got bars.
I saw bars. I was too amazed at the car itself.
Yeah. Dog, if I could, I would. But at this point, the only way I'm building that car is if I can flush somebody else's money down the toilet.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be mine.
PK should try to raise showing times. No, they shouldn't.
I'm stopping after the first sentence.
I know, right? That's not it. That's like the opposite of what MPK is. Like,
I'm sorry, Willie Trent. I'm sorry. But the first sentence, as soon as I get to the first sentence, I don't even want to read the rest of it. Like, no. MPK should never, ever.
It'd be like,
and it's like no times or go pro tree.
Like, yeah. They should be like NFL should use a soccer ball instead. Like that's not it's not what football is, bro. That's not what MPK is. Like, no time. No time.
Yeah.
No time, 100%. No prep.
There's never change. Like ever.
We do disagree about the light, but I agree with the no prep.
Well, we do disagree about the light. We're gonna disagree about the light, but put the ambers in.
Put the numbers in and light the boards.
Oh God, Phantom, do not go. You're now being banned. Go. We're not jumping on that bandwagon. I will not allow this.
He sounds like somebody else I know. I know some people want to do that.
There would be a lot of hurt
you would turn
feelings
some
if they
people.
turned the boards over.
Some people wouldn't come out anymore.
There'd be a lot less racers also.
Yeah. Some guys just won't come out. Be like, I can't run that fast.
A lot of dudes have been like, I ain't never even reached that number. Like a lot of, there's a lot of people that race and they be next to some fast people and be like, all right, yeah, I still got this. But you put a real number up there and they're going to be like, taking my ball, I'm going home. Like, just saying.
Yeah, right. If you delete if you get that out in your head that you don't have a chance, well, you're done. You know what I mean? With no time, you at least think, oh, he only barely beat me. He only barely beat this guy. I still got a chance. It's like, well, you started lighting the boards, and you know how fast people are going. I think
Really
I agree with Alan. I bet you every driver would vote for that.
Every driver would vote for it. I can guarantee it. And that would be the number one reason why they will never get it.
True. Very true.
They can all collectively agree on something. They ain't getting it.
Yeah. It's even more reason than not to get it. Yeah.
I'm trying to see what that blue car really runs instead of guessing. Man, listen, Alan, just tell me if it's true or false or not. You can tell me I was at a safety meeting moment this weekend. I feel like there was a pivotal race this weekend. I probably said that wrong too, where Robin might have been a hair trigger late on the tree, and he was running a really pretty fast car. And that car left first, and y'all gobbled that motherfucker up. And I don't know how fast y'all been. It might have been fast, a little fast. But I went Phantom on that one. That John looked hella fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a whole pivotal race where I was shaking my head like, oh, he just fucked up. I was looking at it in camera as I'm zooming out. He just fucked up. And then Robin Roberts for the win.
Yeah. A driver told me in his words, Robin Roberts is really fucking fast. Like, no getting around it. So they told me Robin Roberts is really fucking fast. Damn. Well, because you can tell. I mean, you watch, but you're like, you really don't know. Really don't know unless he goes. That's the toughest thing, right? Unless two of the guys that you think are really, really fast race each other, and they both make a good hit. But if a car beats another car by half a car or 3/4 of a car, you're like, I don't really know how that was a fast run or not. Don't really know how fast the other guy's running. But when you got two top dogs running, then you really know. You know what's up. So you don't really. In my opinion, you don't have to turn the lights on. You don't have to light the scoreboards. You know if you can't catch somebody. You know it.
Those boys was fast.
Oh, yeah. If you gave it everything you got, you still didn't get it. So,
yeah, for real. You look at your time slip and you was like, damn, that motherfucker was still pulling. Shit.
Right. Todd. That's a bold statement there.
He got to make that statement. He's on the team.
I know. No, I know.
Everybody makes that statement about themselves. You wouldn't be a part of it if you didn't feel that way.
And the best part of it is we don't know, right? We don't know. He could be right. He could be right, but it didn't happen. So,
boy, I don't know. It'd be hard to say otherwise. I thought the two fastest cars this weekend was Jim and Robin, and they met each other, and Jim broke, and you know what I mean. But
don't say anything. But I thought Jim was going to win the race.
So did I. I 100% thought he was coming in and showing his ass this weekend and about to step on everybody's neck and put himself in head honcho contention for the championship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I 100% that. He gave himself a hell of a shot at the championship, but I thought he was about to be walking out hoisting the trophy this weekend.
Mm-hmm. I thought so too, but.
Oh, here we go. Tony, Sean didn't get fucked out of a championship. It's not like anybody did anything and screwed him over to take a championship from him. Like,
no, yeah. If you've been part of if you've seen No Prep Kings the last how many years, they do something at the very end. Like, you know what I mean? They do something at the very end. And everybody thinks like everybody thought they were trying to fuck over Ryan a couple times. Like, no, they just did it. It wasn't because it was Ryan himself. They just did it
It's been this
to
way
make it
every
more
single year.
competitive. Right. Like this is every year. That's how it goes.
That people said, well, they had the no prep elite and they changed the point system, so Sean was losing. He started the playoffs with 50 points. He was like one full race ahead of everybody. Like, the math worked itself out somehow. Like,
right.
You know
what I mean? Playoffs, man, it starts over.
Yeah, exactly. The playoffs is where like Gucci had a hell of a season. Got to the playoffs, and the playoffs has been a struggle.
Right. And in most sports, you give the better seed an advantage by them being the home team. Well, you don't have a home team in drag racing, so they gave them some points instead. They gave them something, right?
Yep, exactly right. That's one way to think about it. I never thought about it that way.
You gotta give them something. You can't give them nothing, right? That would be no advantage then. You'd literally be starting over then. But yeah, they gave Sean a whole race, basically. The whole race head start. So
and then other motherfuckers got fast and went on their playoff run.
Yep.
Because Clay Cole was having a hell of a playoff run. Not that he wasn't fast all season.
Yeah. Clay missed some races too, I think.
Yep. But his playoff
races.
Phenomenal.
Yep, it's going to be good, man. Shit.
Gave it to him.
That's funny. Greg, if you want to know the whole Bobby deal, just Upshift released a video with all of it. So check out Upshift 360.
Yeah, he was standing front line and center. I was so pissed I didn't go to the starting line. I was like, as soon as I heard them start talking and I could hear Bobby talking, Boosted hit the off button on the mic. Boop.
I know.
He was like, "You're not about to do this."
Just turn that off. And
shut up. Then he'd cut the mic off and he'd cut the mic back on and he'd be like, "So we now have reinvented the new rules." Bobby started talking again. He'd be like, "Clip." I'm like, we need to know. Damn it. I mean, I knew the basic gist of what was going on, but I wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
It's like, I just wanted to know.
Oh, yeah, man, it's going to be good. I'm excited.
Right. You ready to wrap this one up yet? I just realized
we can do it. Minutes. This is my longest one ever, I think. 2 hours, 15 minutes. Time flies.
Now, if they want all the answers that they're asking now because they're just getting here, they're going to have to go back and watch the live feed.
Yeah. You got 2 hours to watch. Go have fun.
We gave our breakdown of who's in and who's not. We gave our scenario. You gave the scenarios on how who's in can still win if they want to win. I gave reasons on why Nate should get a gift basket full of confetti, but I also gave reasons on why it's going to be hard as fuck to fuck with Allen and Robin Roberts over there and that whole team because it's their championship to lose. Yeah, if you're going to have to go back and watch the rundown and have some fun.
There is one thing I didn't mention, and it's like every sport. You have like a guy that dominates usually every year. Uh-huh. There's a certain guy that's still not out of the championship race. And that's Ryan Martin. And that's Ryan Martin.
Fireball.
Yeah, let's just not forget about it. Let's not act like he's not there right now.
You're right.
Because he's there. And he's not out of it. So
like I say every week, I stand 10 toes down with that man. I will win and lose behind that man. Now I've lost a little more money this year than I've lost any other year, but his come up number is still way too high for the amount of money I could lose and even care.
Yep.
So you can't ever talk the place out. Like, nah. They liable to come here in Texas this weekend and wreak havoc on everybody. Yeah. Motherfuckers would not know what to do.
Thank you, Jason. Thank y'all for coming on, man. It was fun. I had a lot of fun, Don. Thanks for having me on. This was good. This was a good time.
I made it easy. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all. If y'all coming to Texas this weekend, check out the Halloween party. Get ready for some badass racing. I will see you there. I will be live. My guy, Stat Guy, can't come, but he might join me on the live feed. Because I just realized that I can put you in the background and still have the entire live feed, but have your voice.
I ain't got shit going on. I was supposed to be at the race, so I'll be available.
Hey, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Take it easy.
See ya.